Question 6. Before lockdown, the lecturer, me, goes to the pub on a Friday night. So if I go to Mooseheads, the probability that I'm hungover on a Saturday is 0.99. If I go to the Old Canberra Inn, the probability that I'm hungover the next day is 0.4. If I go to the Polish Club, the probability that I'm hungover the next day is 0.2. Probability that the lecturer goes to the pub, the Old Canberra Inn, is 0.7. Probability that I go to the Polish Club is 0.29. And we're asked for total probability of hungover, and the probability, or given that I am hungover, what's the probability that I went to Mooseheads? So let's start by putting some notation on this. Let M be Moose. Don't want to use P. B Polish Club. And C be Old Canberra Inn. H for hungover. Right, now what we've been given is probability hungover given Mooseheads, 0.99. Probability hungover given OCI, the Old Canberra Inn, is 0.4. Probability H given Polish Club, 0.2. We know that I definitely go to the pub, so probability of going to one of these three is 1. So we've got probability of going to the Polish Club, 0.29. Probability of going to the Old Canberra Inn, 0.7. And so the probability of going to Mooseheads is 1 minus 0.7 minus 0.29 to 0.01. Okay, so that's just from the complementary events, and that things must, all the probabilities must sum up to 1. So part A is asking what's the total probability of being hungover. Well, we employ our usual law: probability of hungover given Mooseheads times the probability of going to Mooseheads plus probability of hungover given that went to the Old Canberra Inn given times the probability of going to the Old Canberra Inn plus probability hungover given the Polish Club times the probability that I went to the Polish Club. So this is just an exercise in calculator skills now. What's that? 0.99 times 0.01 plus 0.4 times 0.29 plus 0.7. This one should be 0.7. 0.2 times 0.29. Let me just work that out. Okay, so this turns out to be 0.3479. Okay, so that's the first part of the question done. The next part of the question is the Bayes theorem part, where we have to work out what's the probability that I went to Mooseheads given that I'm hungover on Saturday? So, what we're being asked about is the probability of Mooseheads given hungover. So that is the probability of hungover given Mooseheads times the probability of Mooseheads divided by the probability of being hungover, right? That's just Bayes' law. So that's a formula you have to remember. And this continues to be an exercise in calculator skills because we know all of this information. That was 0.99, that was 0.01, and we worked out probability being hungover overall, 3, 4, 7, 9. So again, we just stick this into our calculator, which I'm about to do now. And what I get is 0.0284 and some more numbers. Okay, so that's that question done.